Why is it that two entrepreneurs can start with the same idea, the same resources, and the same opportunity, but one thrives while the other one struggles? The difference isn't luck. It isn't even intelligence. The difference is habits. And today I'm going to share with you 3 personal development habits that really separate successful entrepreneurs from ones who stay stuck. You know, when I first started my entrepreneurial journey, I thought success was about hustling and grinding harder and working longer hours and really pushing through. But here's what I learned the hard way. Success does not come from working more. It actually comes from building habits and stacking habits that compound over time. You see, when I shifted my focus to these 3 personal development habits, my clarity improved, my energy increased, and my results skyrocketed. So let's talk about these business coaching tips. And we'll start with the first one. And the first one is start your morning with clarity. I cannot emphasize this enough. Successful entrepreneurs start their day with clarity, not chaos. And that means intentional routines, not rolling out of bed and reaching the emails or checking your phone. You know, a few examples that I've also included in my morning routine is journaling, visualization, gratitude, setting daily top 3 priorities. Even if you just spend 15 minutes in the morning to really center yourself, it really changes how you show up in your business. And I'm going to be honest with you, this is not something that happens overnight. This is something that you build through time. So when I decided that something had to change for me to actually get better results in my life, I started with just incorporating one thing at a time. I just set myself a goal to get up just 15 minutes more earlier in the morning. And then slowly I incrementally got to the time that I wanted to consistently wake up at, which is 5 a.m. And now life is lifing, and sometimes that takes a turn, maybe late night with the kids, a kid is sick, anything, maybe staying up late because maybe my husband got in late from his work, and we stayed to chit chat, and that sometimes that throws off your schedule. But it's always important to get back on to that schedule, and incremental changes, small shifts, maybe 5 minutes earlier, 15 minutes earlier, is going to help you get to your goal slowly. Then once you get that extra time, now you can include one of the features that I was telling you, whether it's journaling, visualization, gratitude, setting top daily 3 priorities. So really think about which one is most impactful for you, and set some time to do that. Just start with one, and then slowly you can start stacking your habits so that now you have a nice comprehensive morning routine that's going to support you. Not all of these are going to support you. Everyone is different. See what works best for you. So I can't emphasize this enough. Journaling, visualization. When I say visualization, I also mean meditation. So I visualize within my meditation. So I don't want to sidestep that one. That is extremely important. Gratitude, I do my gratitude within my meditation or my prayer time. That's when I express gratitude in prayer. And then set your daily priorities. So again, you want to center yourself, and how you do that is going to affect the way you show up throughout the day, not just personally, but in your business as well. And so, for example, personally, journaling has really helped me align with my bigger goals, not just the daily fires that I have to take care of. It's also helped me to identify what the bigger vision for my life is and how my business fits into that. And when problems or issues do come up, I'm more able to handle them with more ease and grace without feeling too discouraged, because I have the bigger picture in mind. And that morning routine that includes prayer helps me feel that I'm not alone, that there's something bigger that I'm connected to, that I am a part of, that helps me really see things from a higher perspective. And so, again, the morning routine, you really need to nail this. You really need to identify which ones are going to support you and nail this one. Business coaching tip number 2, continuous learning. You see, the best entrepreneurs are always learning. They read, they listen to podcasts, they join masterminds, they invest in coaching. You see, the ones who struggle are those that, they think it's too expensive to invest in themselves. They stop learning after school and really rely only on their own experience. One example I can think of is Warren Buffett. He says that he reads about 5 to 6 hours a day, and and that's how he's accumulated, and that's what he attributes his wealth to. And so that goes to show that successful entrepreneurs really carve out time for growth. And a practical tip that you can do is maybe just take 20 minutes a day to read about a topic that's really going to help you to learn and grow. Just 20 minutes a day of learning adds up over 120 hours a year. That's a full work week of education. The book that I'm reading now, I'm looking at my desk to see if I have it to show it. But the book that I'm reading now is by Wallace D. Wattles, The Science of Getting Rich. And I continue to read through that. I've read it about 3 times, and I always pick up something new. So I don't want you to think that, you've got to go and read all these different books. No, maybe pick one that really resonates with you, that you want to not just go surface, but you want to go deep and really begin to not just read the words, but really meditate on those words and how you can apply it. So when I read, I'll after I drop off the kids, they're in VPK now, so I drop them off. There's a Starbucks right next to their VPK, to their daycare. So I'll stop there just a few minutes, not even half an hour, I'd say about 20 minutes, grab myself a matcha latte or coffee, and I'll grab my book with my journal. And then I already have the book marked up, because remember, I've read this several times. But I'll read it, and if there's anything that sticks out at me, now I'm going to journal about how this applies to me, how this applies into my life. And I'll tell you, every time I read it, I pick something up different. And it's actually even better if you don't try to cover so many pages. If you just read 1 or 2 pages, so that the information really sinks in, and you spend maybe half the time of your reading time really meditating in and writing. When I say I mean writing out how this is applicable, what are the key points that you can take action on, and things like this. And so really make this an active learning time for you. So really play with this one. Now, the third business coaching tip is energy management. This is one of my favorite topics. I can spend months just talking about energy management. This is one that often gets overlooked by coaches, but particularly business coaches. But energy management is really important. Your body and energy are your greatest assets. If you're exhausted, stressed, and burnt out, no strategy is going to save you. You see, successful entrepreneurs treat energy like currency. They prioritize sleep, exercise, nutrition, and stress management. Ever since I started consistently incorporating these energy management techniques for stress and anxiety, because I really struggled with that, especially as a new mom. I was just struggling with even changing my habits so I can get back to my postpartum weight. And I was thinking, gosh, what is going to help support me? Because I feel all over the place, because your schedule completely changes when you're a new mom and you're trying to figure it out and things like that. And so What I ended up doing was identifying a routine, a morning routine that would help me, and that was I wanted to do more prayer and meditating, just to really recalibrate my energy. So I started consistently praying and meditating in the morning as my daily morning routine. And that has helped my productivity tremendously. I feel more clarity in my mind. I noticed that I'm more patient with the children now that I've incorporated that. I don't get as angry. I don't get as triggered by people as much. And I'm in more flow. I'm in more of that flow state that I kept hearing about and wondering, how could I get on that state? How could I flow? Well, that's what did it for me. I feel a lot calmer, and I don't feel as anxious or stressed out as I used to. In fact, my hair was falling out, and I noticed that my hair is a lot stronger, and I don't get a lot of my hair falling out anymore. Just through that, you see. So it has improved my life, my quality of life, my clarity, and my decision making as well. So I also feel that through prayer meditation, my intuition is stronger, and I'm more focused when I make a decision. I'm not making the decision and then second guessing myself and wondering if I did the right thing or asking other people what they think. No. I've got a direct connection to my higher power, okay? So I don't need, everybody else's input so that I can feel better about my decision. The decision has been made, and with prayer, meditation, I'm connected, you see? And so I am strong and solid in my decision in my core. That gives me so much power. And so I encourage you to really consider what that can mean for you. Now, business coaching tip number 4 is mindset reset. When things go wrong, and they will, the ability to reset your mindset quickly is what separates the resilient entrepreneur from the one who quits. When something goes wrong, it's so easy to feel stressed out, anxious, or fearful. Instead, what I want you to do is reframe and alchemize your fear. Alchemize your fear. Alchemy is such a magical word. It really stems from ancient civilization when they attempted to transmute metals, different types of metals, into gold. You see? And so that's what I want you to incorporate now and see what this would look like for you. How can you transmute this stress, this anxiety, and this fear, okay, and alchemize it into gold, into feeling empowered, okay, into feeling strong, brave, courageous, right, smart, intelligent. Transmute that fear into a feeling of absolute empowerment. And you do that through reframing. You want to reframe failure into feedback. This is not failure, this is feedback. Okay? For example, you can say, what is the feedback that this failure is giving me in how I can do better next time? Or what changes I've got to do to be more aligned. You can also ask, what can I learn from this failure? There is something good in here. I need to find it. Help me find it, right? Help me find the silver lining in this. Help me find what good can come of this. What is this teaching me? What can I learn from this? Right? Look at failure like a treasure, right? And your job is to find that treasure. And this is going to help you keep moving forward. What you want to do is you want to fail forward, okay? Action steps. So here's your challenge for today. Pick one of these habits, whether it's morning clarity, daily learning, energy management and commit to it, let's say for the next 3 days. Let's not go crazy here, okay? I'd rather you do it daily, but just for the challenge's sake, to have just a finite time and try it out. Try it for the next 3 days. Don't try to do all 3 at once. Start with 1, okay? Master the one thing and then layer on the others, okay? So that's how we get to stack our habits for a compounding impact. You see, the entrepreneurs who win don't just have great ideas, they have great habits. Morning clarity routines, continuous learning, and energy management are the foundation of their success. So if you're ready not just to learn these habits, but also to apply them to your finances and your business in a step-by-step system, then join me inside the Financial Freedom Accelerator Academy. I'm going to help you build the habits, the mindset, and the financial plan that lead to true financial freedom. The link is in the description box below. Check it out and enroll today. Thanks for watching, and if you've got value from this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share with someone that you believe will benefit from this business coaching. And if you want to know why most small business owners stay stuck, and more importantly, how you can break free and finally create financial freedom, you won't want to miss the next video. Click here to watch that one.